These videos are educational in nature and meant to help 21 and over adult smokers switch to a healthier alternative. Welcome back to the channel, folks. I am Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to check out the Aegis Solo 3 kit from Geek Vape. Yes, we have a new Aegis Solo, IP68 rated, comes in a replaceable battery version and a built-in battery version, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So inside, you will of course get your device. You'll get the Geek Vape Z 2021 Sub-ohm Tank. So I think that this is the one that launched in 2021. One of the most popular Geek Vape Z variants, used it a ton of times. Then you get a second coil head, some spares, and then a USB-C cable and user manual and other paperwork. All right, let's do a quick glance over on the Z. We've looked at this tank before. It's got top airflow, 5.5 ml capacity. Oh, you do get an extra bubble glass as well. I'm not sure where I put that at, but 5.5 mLs. On the very base there, I think it's around 24 millimeters, but then you can see it bulges out like so. You got your drip tip up top here, 810 tip, and you can use your own 810 tips in this if you wanted to. To get to your coil head, you unscrew the base like so, and your coil fits right inside there. And you can pop this out with your fingers. And there is your Z coil. So this one that's pre-installed is the 0.2 ohm, rated for 70 to 80 watts. Vertical mesh coil. And the other one you get is the 0.4 ohm, rated for 50 to 60 watts, also vertical mesh. I tend to like this coil more, especially when I'm using it on a single battery mod. I need to use less wattage with it, and my battery life will last a lot longer. So I am going to prime up this coil a bit. Then we will push it back in, lining up the tabs on the bottom there, as you can see. Now let's screw the base back on. And in order to fill it, it's about a quarter turn, maybe more, like so. And you fill up inside one of those two slots on the side. So let's go ahead and do that now. Like I said, 5.5 ml capacity. When done, let's close that up, and we will put the tank out of the way. All right, so here is your device. IP68, waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, rated. Really, really nice. Looks like an Aegis. You got the kind of C-frame looking styling going on. It's made out of zinc alloy, some rubberized elements, as you can see. It says Aegis Solo 3 right there. Geek Vape right there. Up top there is where your charge port is. All right. Then you can close that back up. There's your platform, spring-loaded, gold-plated 510 pin. Up to about a 24 or 25 millimeter will look good on this without having overhang. And your battery does go in the bottom. So you pull that up, you unscrew, and this takes 18650 batteries, so I'm gonna use my Home Depot from Home Tech battery right here. Positive goes towards the top of the device, which is this way. So like that. And then we will screw it back on. And now let's screw our tank on. And you can see how that sits on there. And there we are. There's your home screen. Now, like with other Aegis boards, under my video lights, it always looks a little bit faint, but in normal day-to-day use, it doesn't really bother me. Now, this has that same lock-unlock function that the newest Aegis Legend has. Very, very cool. So it just automatically unlocks when you touch it. When you touch the back panel here, it automatically will unlock. So you can see if I touch the side here, that does nothing. If I touch the back, it'll unlock it. Unlocked, locked. Very, very cool and nice feature. That way you put this in your pocket, it's all locked. Then you take it out of your pocket, and the minute you grip it, it unlocks. So now this does go in 1 watt increments, all the way up to 100 watts, round robins to 5 watts. You got your battery percentage up top there. It says we're in power mode. Ohm load puff counter is down below. If you go 1, 2, 3, now you're in the modes, and you can pick smart, power, boosting, memory, or echo, or temperature control. I like smart. We're just gonna go to that, and then go 1, 2, 3. Now you got lock settings. You can turn that touch lock on or off. You can choose, button lock instead, or just keep it completely unlocked. I like the touch lock. You can reset your puff counter right there. You can change your color accents right here. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to blue. Then your brightness, we are already all the way up. And then your about section, all right, that just gives you info and you can reset right there. And then back to exit. So very cool that they have now put the touch sensor unlock in an Aegis Solo device. Very, very nice. All right, so there is a look at it in the hand. Now, they have a built-in battery version. There's what it looks like. As you can see, basically the same exact size, but just a rubberized platform on the bottom. And this has a built-in 3000 milliamp hour battery. All right, guys, that is it for the up close. Let's go ahead, go up top, vape this, and talk about it a little more. All right, here's the Aegis Solo 3 kit from Geek Vape. Now I got the Z tank up top, 0.4 ohm coil inside, airflow wide open, 55 watts, reading 0.35. Let's have a vape. Very, very good. Yeah, love the 0.4 ohm, especially with a setup like this. Because it's a single battery mod, that 0.4 ohm at 50 to 55 watts is going to give me enough power and warmth that I need. But if I'm using the 0.2 ohm, I'm probably going to want around 70 watts. It's a fantastic tank, one of the most popular ones out there. I work for a distributor at Medusa. I see, how popular this tank is. Tons of people use the Geek Vape Z tank. So I've already reviewed the tank. It's fantastic, great flavor, really nice top airflow design. So not going to complain much about it. Really nice tank. As far as the mod goes, pros and cons. The one con for me is I think it's time for them to update their display. Like I said, when I'm not under my video lights, I can see it pretty well, but I think that it could be a little bit brighter and maybe a little bit bigger. Not a deal breaker for me, but just one thing to point out, I'm being nitpicky here. Besides that, worth mentioning that some larger atomizers with a larger width will have some hangover, also look a little bit funky on this, but that's kind of how it's always been with these smaller single battery mods. Like the past Aegis Solos and other mods like that. Moving into pros, there's a lot of good here. IP68 rated, build quality's fantastic, has that nice touch sensor that they have on the dual battery mod, and now they have it on the Solo. Very, very nice. I love that feature. Still pocketable, bigger than a lot of pod mods, but still pretty pocketable, and you don't have to lock it to put it in your pocket because it locks automatically. So look, here I have my hand on it. I just fired it. If I go like this and I try to press the button like that, it's locked. Got to have my hand wrapped around it like that or like that. And now it's unlocked. Awesome, awesome feature. Buttons feel great. Got all the functionality you're going to want. Just keep in mind, with the single battery mod, if you're using it at a high wattage, you're going to go through battery faster. Also, really nice that they do have two options. You have a built-in battery option if you want that. And yeah, so, they're not reinventing the wheel here. It's a nice update. Now has their newest technology, and it comes with a tried and true Sub-ohm tank like the Z here. All right, so I think that's it, guys. Very nice job, Geek Vape. I hope this review is helpful for all of you out there. That about wraps it up. Until next time, thanks for watching.